and Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Welcome back, everybody, to the BSPN radio show.
It is a wonderful Wednesday, and it's snowing again, and the floor is mud. But we're gonna be here. We're gonna be talking some sports for the next hour.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be
The
fun.
NBA has a new overlord, and that is Carmelo Anthony, who is back with the Blazers.
Yes.
But before we get into that, let's get some standings.
Okay, so in the East, we still have the Celtics standing atop everybody at 11-2. But then you have the Bucks not far behind at 10-3. Then you got the Heat and the Raptors at 3-4. The Heat are 9-3. The Raptors are 9-4, which is interesting,
Yeah.
to say the least, to see the Heat above the Raptors.
I mean, the Raptors have been playing great despite losing Kawhi. Somehow, Spicy P just keeps improving.
Spicy P is going to be dangerous.
The Heat just have a roster of good players, and I hate that they're doing well. I mean, Bam Adebayo is just like
All
the
things Bam.
ultimate glue guy at this point.
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
He is doing everything.
He's the Draymond of centers.
Yeah, but better. So then you got the Pacers at 6 at 8-6. You got the Magic 6-7, and the Hornets at 6-8. The Hornets are hanging on to that 8 spot, and then you got the Nets, the Hawks, the Pistons, and the Cavs all from 9-12. Hawks, Pistons, and Cavs all 4-9, and then you got the Bulls and the Knicks, who are not last in the conference anymore.
Only because the Wizards are
Thanks
worse.
to the Washington Wizards.
I feel like we have the Orlando Tragic nickname. We need some sort of nickname for the Wizards.
I know. I was trying to come up with one. That's why it took so long.
The Washington.
The Washington. Okay.
Washington Wizards. But yeah, we have no pity for Bradley Beal here. He signed that extension. He did it to himself.
He knew what he was getting himself into, and I mean, they're paying him, but he's the one really paying the price.
Yep. Also, the Sixers, who everyone predicted to be at the top of the East, along with the Bucks, are at 5.
Yeah.
That roster just doesn't make sense together, which is a massive issue.
It is, but I think both everyone inside and outside that organization is like, yeah, they don't fit, but they're also all too good to get rid of.
I feel like Tobias Harris has to be the guy that goes.
But Tobias Harris is not going to fix anything. Like, getting rid of Tobias Harris...
Rid of Tobias Harris for a small forward who can create his own shot as well, that's what you need.
Right, but then you still got the massive egos of... I do think getting rid of Jimmy Butler was a positive in terms of the locker room. But still, you have to deal with Joel Embiid. You have to deal with Ben Simmons. You have to deal with just...
Brett Brown not being able to control that locker room,
Exactly.
so everything just getting more and more insane.
Exactly. It's just a lot of egos. I think Tobias Harris is literally the only one who's like...
Egoless?
Yeah.
I mean, Al Horford.
Right.
And Josh Richardson. I feel like the only big egos there are Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid.
Right, but they're
just
huge.
clashing so much.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons has also regressed super heavily this year.
Well, he definitely has not progressed in the way that people thought he was going to. But we could talk more on that later. We need to come up with a nickname for the Wizards. The Knicks are no longer in last place. They're tied with the Bulls, 4-10. They're playing the Sixers tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, you want to bet on this? The Knicks lose by more than 10.
I mean, I'm gonna bet against it just because I don't want to bet against the Knicks. But if they win, it'll be huge. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, but in the West, we got the Lakers at 1, the Rockets at 2, Nuggets 3, Clippers 4. So a top 4 that most people saw coming except for the Rockets. Then we got, very surprisingly, the Mavs at 5, Jazz 6, T-Wolves still hanging on at 7. The Suns have fallen down a bit. They're at 8, and they are 7-6, which is still better than anyone really predicted.
Yeah.
The Kings have bounced back from their horrific start and are in the 9th seed at 6-7. The Kings beat the Suns last night off of Bogdan Bogdanovic's career night.
Yep.
Then you have the Grizzlies at 10. Ja Morant is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. We can talk about the award races so far later, but
Yeah.
Ja Morant has had a crazy rookie year.
Yeah, that's true.
The Spurs have fallen off super heavily, and
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, but no fix looks to be in sight. Then you have the Thunder at 12. I mean, they lost to the Lakers last night, but even then, they're just playing better than anyone really expected. Pelicans at 13, still without Zion. Then you have the Blazers and Warriors, the two teams that made the Western Conference Finals last year,
Are just
at the bottom of the West.
Yeah. There is a huge drop-off, though. I mean, the Blazers are 5-10, and then the Warriors are 3-12.
Oh, 5-10? Like Carmelo Anthony's best possible shooting split?
Hey, listen. Melo's going to do what Melo's going to do. And if you're Carmelo and you are in the negative spotlight for a while, and then you're not in the spotlight at all,
Yeah.
and then you come back, all of a sudden you're on a team. There's been no talk of tryouts. There's no talk of workouts, of practice, of anything. You're just on a team, on the floor, wearing 00 and scoring 10 points. So good for Carmelo. Once a Knick, always a Knick.
Good for Melo for scoring 10 points on 14
Listen,
shots.
no one, okay.
With 5 turnovers.
Okay, a week ago, you asked anybody, no one would have said Melo's going to play another game.
I mean, I think they would have, honestly.
Well,
It also feels like the Blazers brought him in just to be a scapegoat. That's how it feels.
but I also think the Blazers are like, listen, man, we need something. Like,
It's that whole thing. You know the meme where there's like the burning house and there's the person throwing a bucket of water from their balcony?
yeah.
It's that. The Blazers are throwing a bucket of water, being Melo, on their, what is it right now, 3-10 record?
No, 5-10.
5-10. Oh, that's at least better, but still.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't know. Listen, I think the Blazers are like, he has...
Also, Melo's not going to help the Blazers.
No.
They need defense, and Melo doesn't play defense
Melo
anymore.
doesn't do... But it's also like, the Blazers needed something to be like, hey, look, we're still relevant. We signed Melo.
Okay, come on now.
We gave Melo a home. Melo's ours now.
Yeah.
He'll probably retire after this season.
I hope so.
I do,
If
too.
this is the Melo farewell tour and the Blazers win like 15 games, that'd be hilarious.
I want the Knicks to trade for Melo. Please, can that happen?
No, it's not going to.
I really want it to.
Also,
That would
I
be
have
so good.
insider information that the Knicks are desperately trying to offload Marcus Morris to the Blazers come the December 15th deadline where all players that signed in free agency can be traded. They're trying to get Zach Collins out of the Blazers to get and send the Blazers Marcus Morris so that they can pair Zach Collins and Mitchell Robinson because they think that pairing would go really well.
I think that would go really well because we saw.
And they also think that the Blazers are desperate for a player like Marcus Morris.
The Blazers are desperate. I mean, obviously, no disrespect, but they just signed Melo.
I mean, the only thing they have going for them is that the Pistons are horrible right now.
Yes, the Pistons are bad.
So if the Pistons look to blow it up, I think the first team that should pick up the phone for Blake Griffin are the Blazers.
But who do they trade?
You can get Hassan Whiteside. Anthony Simmons has made himself a major
I
asset.
don't think the Pistons do that. I think the Pistons are like, listen, if we're gonna trade Blake Griffin, because
You're not going to get that much for Blake, being honest.
I think they're gonna get more than Hassan Whiteside. And
Hassan
Anthony
Whiteside,
Simmons.
Anthony Simmons, Zach Collins, Nasir Little maybe. That's 3 good young players. $20 million in expiring, which for a team like Detroit that has just wants to get below the tax line, that's a lot of money. And then a first-round pick, which, considering how bad they are now, could be in the lottery. That's a good haul for Blake Griffin. Yeah. And other than that, I don't think they're going to get like a slam dunk young player. Like I don't think the if we're just giving an example, I don't think the Celtics would give up someone like Jaylen Brown.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think the Celtics are a completely different situation.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like a young player of that caliber is not going to be traded for Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin isn't at that level.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's
the Blazers need to do something. That's the big issue. They need to do something. They fucked up this offseason, pardon my French.
No, you're good.
But they really screwed up and now they're just stuck. They need to do something.
Yeah, they are. We're seeing a lot of teams that are